Welcome to video 3 of this 5-part series on trauma-informed group work using the Therapeutic Spiral Model, TSM, by Dr. Kate Hudgins and Dr. Stephen Durost. Whether you are diving deeper into TSM or exploring new tools for trauma healing, this video offers key insights and practical techniques, focusing on warm-up, TSM safety structures, hands-on shoulder sociogram, and Autonomous Healing Center, AHC. Let's get started.
Just a moment to remind you cognitively. We've taught you number 1 role in TSM, observing ego, no shame, no blame, compassion, no witness. Circle of safety, circle of strengths, personal, interpersonal, transpersonal. Spectrograms to measure what you want to know about the group, so you get any extra information you want from the group. Sometimes that takes, much longer time in a client group.
Next one is hands on shoulders. And so what we have you do is we're going to put out a criteria and have you put the hand on the shoulder of someone in the group that meets that criteria for you. Okay? If you are uncomfortable with having a hand on shoulder, it's okay. We can just put a hand near your shoulder. If you have an injury or something, please let the person know. Okay? No one's going to be offended if you say, oh, no, this is where my boundary is, or, that shoulder. And when you do hands on shoulder, don't. Please. It's hard to do. Just hand on shoulder.
So each of the safety structures has been created to bring the group closer and closer together and to kind of make visible the invisible connections between people. And the hands on shoulders does this in a very dramatic way. What we do is throw out a criteria and we ask the participants to put their hands on the shoulder of one person who meets that criteria. So it might be as simple as, who's someone here that you would like to go to lunch with? Just to start to see the connections. And then each one of the criteria goes deeper and deeper. And then we come back to a more strength-based criteria at the end. And the idea is that once all the hands on shoulders are there, we can actually see kind of where the energy of the group is moving to. We can actually visibly see it. And oftentimes it looks like a constellation of some sort, a galaxy. We can see if there are kind of multiple parts of the group that are disconnected, or if the group has come and formed a whole. And what we also notice is that there are people where the energy is centered around, as well as people at the ends of the kind of arms of the galaxy. And these people hold a very special place between the first universe and the second universe, the first universe being that which we cannot see, and the second universe being the more formed universe. And they're the ones who are bringing the energy from the unformed universe into the formed universe. And they hold a very special place to bring the energy into the group. So it's all about making the invisible visible, and especially we're doing a lot of assessing the group, assessing the individuals, and watching how the energy in the group is coming together so that we are creating a space of immersive tele and interconnected spontaneity that will allow for the anxiety of the group to go down, so the spontaneity will come up and healing will happen.
So this criteria is put your hand on the shoulder of the first person in the room that you met. Like whenever you met someone in this room, who's the first one that you met?
You're the first person I met in this group in October 2021 in Cayucas, California.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Ina, you're the first person I met in the airport in Zadar. And you gave me a big hug, and it was wonderful.
So I first met you in, I don't know when I first met you, but the point is, it's been a long time. And you brought me to this group, so.
And Stephen, I met you at Kathy's
Yes.
basement doing the training.
Yes. Mario, I met you in Zerko's living room, where you were co-leading with her.
Still in Karen, ditto. First time India, 2019.
I met you when I arrived here and you showed me the direction yesterday. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice. And so normally we work towards inward, and this is a mutual choosing. So the energy would have went from the group on here. But I'm going to honor this relationship here. No, let Esme go, so go ahead.
Yeah, I built in Australia at the ANSPAR conference in July 1995. And we had breakfast together. At the end of that, you told me that you were not a lesbian.
We're right in New Zealand, there are a lot of lesbians.
I came to the sweet spot. It seemed an unusual thing to say, but I got the message.
He was my Australian souvenir. I brought him home and we commuted for a year. Bicontinentally commuted for a year.
Yeah.
The reason that this particular structure, this question is so important is because when you enter a group, there seems to be people talking and then you feel left out sometimes. But because we just made the invisible connections between people visible, we can see, oh, this person's new, or those people have known each other for decades. No wonder they're talking to each other. No wonder they're hugging. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever. And the other people as to what's happening here. And hopefully the people who have been and noticed each other for a long time are noticing the people who are just coming in and will scoop them into the group too. You want to offer another criteria?
Yes. So the next one, trauma survivors internal role album, the Tessera. It has many different roles, okay? And so we want you to pick somebody to play a strength. If you were to be the protagonist, as you will be, everybody will be, place your hand on the person who could play one of your strengths. Any strength, personal, interpersonal, transpersonal, just go and do it now. They can be telling, just so you have a sense of that.
Let's just take a moment and look at what we've got going on here. So we've got kind of, if you look at this as like constellations, so we have a constellation over here, which is a mutual choosing and one arm of that galaxy. And then here we have the energy is coming in through this constellation into this mutual choosing. There's a lot of energy going into this, yeah, right in here. And then here we have this galaxy going into this. It's a mutual choosing of 3 over here, so we've got kind of 3 constellations happening. And one of the interesting things I love about constellations is that the people at the end, like Israel here, and raise your arm. People at the end, go ahead and raise your arms. These are the people that Rona said are taking the energy from the unformed universe and bringing it into the constellation, into the formed universe. So they play a very important role in connecting both those, the unformed and the formed universe. And it changes. Another criteria, we have different constellations with different people bringing in the energy. So this is just a snapshot of this moment.
And Zerka Moreno talking, I came into her house one day and she says, Kate darling, did you know that there are little quantum spirals in the universe? And we can't see them, but they're up there. I went, this lady's reading quantum physics. So reach up, those who have their hand at the end, reach up and pull some spirals down. Pull some spirals down from the universe, ones we can't see, and give them to the group. And that helps prevent the people that don't get chosen to not feel bad, to know they have a reason, a purpose. that you are the people to reach out and bring in what still needs to be brought in.
This comes from some of the work that Lorena did on society, which was this mystic connection, one of the many fields. Very interesting. But let's start to find out what's here.
Yes.
Yes. Shall we? Yes. Tell them why. What's that role?
For my strength of being connected with the ocean.
Mm.
Like the ocean with the ocean.
I chose you as my strength of curiosity. You came here, and this is your first time. That's a sign of great curiosity.
I feel so grounded, and it helps me to not go up there.
Lightness.
Devotion and love that really spoke to me.
Rodi, for getting through a maze, for staying in the maze, for the courage and for the love that you bring, and for the person that you are.
So I'm going to do just a little correction for myself and just go back here because the mutual choosing was here, so all that was coming into Ron and then right into this dyad. And so I want to honor that piece here again. So just a word to reconnect with this dyad, this mutual choosing.
A long connection. Connection beyond time.
And Joshua, want to add something as you witness this beautiful connection for your wife?
I'm just receiving the blessing that it is. And the energy that's spinning out, and I'm just I'm floating.
Well, what you may not have seen is there was a moment that I looked over at Stephanie as she was watching Joshua receive. That was just so beautiful. That's why I wanted to give voice to it. And then the same was happening as this was happening. So and sometimes we do choosings of dual relationships, who you have more one-on-one relationship with. And in that we would have revealed that Stephanie and Joshua are married and that Peter and Kate are married. Very important to know those dynamics in a relation in the group. But now we want to know these right here. So we got this lovely triad. Well, it's not totally, it's a mutual choosing of three. That's a more accurate name.
Mario, I choose you to represent my strengths of
Growth.
of goals without any limitation of age.
Step inside the brain.
Yeah, I noticed.
I choose you to play my hot passion for life's sensation.
Yes. I didn't even know your name, but I was drawn to you. It's like a pillar, it's just a presence that's really gentle and strong. Yeah.
Mario, I chose you because I feel the happy energy inside you.
So there, so it's in, so honor your own happy energy. Yes, that's there in your heart. It's in your heart, yes. We're going to take a witnessing breath. May Irina's words of bring it home be that which we do with this. You don't want this to stay in the room. You want to bring it home.
All right, so now we're going to do our simultaneous protagonist drama. And I want to tell, and Stephen can add please, how we came about that term. It came while we were writing the book because we realized that even though we're going to have a sociometric choosing of one person to be the representative of the group's brain, right? As people are picked for strengths, our people are picked for other roles. If you identify with the role, you come up and you stay in. So like if we have courage picked and other people feel courage, join. So that by the end we have everybody in. And if you have something spontaneous to offer, a different role, offer it. Please feel free to just say, hey, here's something I want to add. Please do. and we'll just emerge, and we'll merge into our post-traumatic growth. And so we're going to start first, before our systematic projection, is we're going to do another hands on shoulder, because I want to introduce you to the Autonomous Healing Center. Okay, that's Circa Moreno's term for, JL Moreno talked about, we have a well of spontaneity. We have a creative thing, but he never really defined it very well. And he actually did use the word Autonomous Healing Center, but Zerka's book, To Dream Again, is where she really brings it alive. And it is that we each have inside of ourselves, not just a well of creativity, but we have something we can ignite that is the best of ourselves. And we can call it Autonomous Healing Center, and we can connect Autonomous Healing Center to Autonomous Healing Center, which is where you're not impulsive, you're spontaneous, right? There's a difference. I was very disappointed to find out that, spontaneity did not mean I could do whatever I wanted to do whenever I wanted to do it. It was really quite disappointing to me. And so true spontaneity, as it's defined, is it's an adequate response to a new situation, which means you have to take in the environment, right? You have to be adequate to the environment. Otherwise, it's impulsive. And if it's a novel situation, then you want an adequate response.
An adequate response to a new situation.
And a novel response to an old situation. All right, so step in again. And as vaguely as you see, know the Autonomous Healing Center. Again, put your hands on the shoulder of the person who could play your Autonomous Healing Center. All right, let's see what the constellations are we have here. It takes a little while for the stars
we got one more. Aha.
Right.
Okay.
You've chosen
nice.
Peter. All right, we'll start over here. Peter, please tell.
But hold for just a sec. I want to notice in this moment that if I'm looking at this right, the whole group is chosen. The whole group is connected in this constellation.
Yes.
There's no outside dyads. You see how, which is different. We had 3 constellations last time. In this choosing, everyone is part of this universe here.
Mm-hmm. So Peter, please tell Russell why you picked him.
Plus, I was impressed with your observation about the observing ego last night. So it touched me, and I felt that there was a connection there, and I'd like to represent a good healing place for me.
Peter, reach out into the universe and give the message from the universe to Russell. Thank you, Joshua, for that. Yeah. Say it out loud.
Thank you, Peter.
Oh, yes. You represent Autonomous Healing Center for me.
And the message from the universe.
And the message from the universe is that the observation place that you identified last night is significant for me in my healing.
Good enough.
Yes. Yes.
Adequate. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Russell, you Mario?
Laughter, vibrancy, cheer.
Thank you for seeing the way we reflect each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to keep this little cluster for the end. Okay. Stephanie. Jasmine.
Jasmine, your joy.
Turn around. Touch to touch.
The universe is there's joy and healing.
All right. Alex, please tell Ina.
Thank you for your response and your courage.
A message from the universe.
Message from the universe.
Don't fake it, just receive it. Here comes a little spiral.
All from this to me.
There you go.
And the message from the universe that came through Stephanie too.
Is it there's joy and healing?
There's joy in healing. Sorry. So actually, you're here. It starts over here.
So Nellie.
There's one that comes here. There's a long chain that comes there.
So, yeah, why you picked her?
It's Maya because
Tell her.
Maya, throughout the years, I've learned with you about being playful and adventurous and exploring things without fear and always discovering new situations and expanding.
Thank you. And did you have your arm up to the universe? And what does the universe bring to the group?
Universe brings the playful courage and exploration, and being not afraid to follow your true path.
And right now we're hearing what makes up an autonomous healing center. This is what makes it up. What we're hearing. These are the qualities. All right, thank you. And will you please tell Diana?
You know, we had such a nice exchange. I met you for the first time, but I think we connected when we shared our feelings about the pictures and shooting the animals. And I felt connected with you. And I also want to mention that our bodies are the part of the universe as well. And our bodies have a healing power. And so is our mind, and to work together, we can be successful in our work and for ourselves.
Absolutely.
This chain goes all the way over here to Israel. So go ahead and Israel.
So Lena, I choose you because I saw.
Talk to her.
I choose you because I saw your joyfulness and spontaneity. And the message from the universe: keep going.
Keep going. Thank you.
Mala, I choose you because I feel
Look at her, please.
you, the capacity of healing.
Eye contact, please.
The capacity of heal until the capillaries. I don't know if it's the right English word. The smallest.
The capillaries.
Capillaries, yeah.
I have this feeling of healing until this level for me.
There's our AHC down to the corpuscles, the capillaries, every cell of the body.
Nice. Okay. And you can go ahead and step.
Lena, I chose you for your wide eyes and for just your beautiful sense of adventure. Yeah, of going into things, coming out of things. Yeah, freedom. Thank you.
It's lovely to receive these things, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, pain, but not as much now. It's like I breathe a bit slower down.
My breath is becoming fuller and deeper.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much for seeing me. It helped me so much to come here. Your ability to see, a true mirror. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, take that moment. Sorry. It's lovely. It gives me great honor and joy to see the work that you've done that allows this to happen.
Make me cry.
Just a couple hours ago, we didn't even know each other.
Oh, wonderful. That's your work. You're doing the work.
Yeah, there.
Thank you so much. Okay, I chose you, Diana, because we spoke and discovered we have similar issues that we are working through, and it's a very bodily issue. And I love that you have a person who is working through the similar problems and issues and all that to get to the healing, and Karen was helping in that. So thank you both for being here.
Can you get a full breath there? Because there was only half of one.
You're really a healing center.
And Deanna, you have spirals on your arm. Look at that. Oh my God.
I chose you because of your wisdom and combined with playfulness. Yeah, maybe, well, to help me find some healing in this path I've chosen, to be able to be present and wise and playful. I think
That's our Karen. All right, so now are we ready to do the inner circle?
Well, we still got here, and it's working its way through.
Okay.
It's working its way.
You're watching better than I am, so.
Yeah, that
I'll
yes,
have a moment
please.
to sit.
Yeah.
Roni,
Yeah.
thank you for my autonomous healing center. I feel like a heart connection with you. I feel like my dad's energy of a Jewish man in you, and this tenderness that just really, I feel held.
Well, there's many reasons I chose you to be my autonomous healing center. One of them is I heard you sing before. Dance with me. How did it go?
I want to dance with somebody.
But, I
Yeah.
want to dance. Yeah. So I love. Yeah, I want to find my song, be with my song, and yeah, so you can hold that one for
I will. Pedro, I recognize in you a calm, loving serenity.
I choose you for the presence and how you engage the space. Thank you.
And now we come down to this, the center of our galaxy.
Well, I think you're
I chose Joshua.
Oh, okay.
For his
So-
wacky sense of humor.
Talk to him.
I chose
Wacky.
Wacky is a funny sense of humor.
Crazy.
Yeah, and second is because your name starts with J.
Because your name starts with J. Hers is Jasmine.
It's the socks, man. Socks. And what that represents to me is, irrespective of age, right? There's no limit to rejuvenating. It's the socks. Rejuvenation, acting out, love, smile, and just the ability to return to center. Thank you for modeling that for me.
Thank you. Jasmine, I chose you because for me you represent the wisdom that is outside of words and outside of language. It's found in silence.
So just take a deep breath.
And feel where your autonomous healing center is in your body.
And the group itself has an autonomous healing center. And when we create these safe spaces for it, the group's autonomous healing center can start to open and give out its spontaneity, its playfulness, and all these wonderful qualities. And Moreno is hoping that, of course, the group then could be a model for the society, could be a model for the world, and that the world could have its autonomous healing center ignited also.
May it be.
If you want to be put on our mailing list for our newsletter and our announcements of our trainings and events, email me and just get in connected with what we're doing around the world. And also the website, it has amazing references, gathering of research, not just from what we've done, but what other people have done with internal parts work that's related to TSM. So we have lots of resources for you. And just reach out. And I hope to meet some of you in person. Thank you.